Okay. So we're gonna try this again. The third time's the charm, maybe. With this one, and we're gonna try it. Here's the deal. Hell of a day for this to happen because we have a doctor's appointment, and so I cannot stay here super long on this stream anyways. I want to try to get through some of the points and just talk about what I wanted to talk about, and then I'm going to try to fly through Q&A. I'm going to make a request that you guys actually don't send in a bunch of super chats. We already have some from the last stream, which I will go over. But let's just say the super chats. Let's have a big old stream tomorrow. We're also gonna have a Super Bowl stream, so it'll be fine. So everybody chill. Also, for whatever reason, I can't show you. Like, I gotta be honest. Here's what's going on. Let me just tell you what it is. It's Windows fucking 11. Okay, and if that's not the official name of it, that's what the official name of it should be. Earlier this week, I was forced, after holding out for as long as I could, I was forced to get Windows fucking 11. And let me just tell you, Windows fucking 11 has sucked. And all my shit is no longer working the way that it's supposed to. And I'm having a ton of errors with different apps and programs. And it is horrible. So hopefully we can fix that, especially before next week. And by the way, too, just in this moment, too, I want to say, we actually have a ton of upgrades coming to the stream. I was hoping to have some of them on stream for today or maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Maybe I can get them available for tomorrow. But if not, on Monday's stream, there'll be like some real sweet upgrades to the stream, including an upgraded Nerdmobile. The Nerdmobile's been in the shop all week. That's why I've been flying in. So that'll be coming. So unfortunately, I can't show you the beginning of this video that I want to show you because it's really funny. But for some reason, my program not doing it, but you can at least hear the beginning of this, and it's funny because it will have to do with what we're about to talk about here. And yeah, I'm gonna try to get this VB real quick. Beep. Nope, unable. Okay, so just listen to this. Fans, it's time. Be okay if we have high expectations for this episode. Y'all mind if I got a little super hype? Love to see Luke Skywalker with the green lightsaber running around Mos Espa. So rumor but it's very possible that Ben and Emilia Clarke as Kira will that Bosk shows up alongside Cat Bane. Oh man, this should be fun. We of course have to talk. Anyway, so we've got a really really fun video for you guys later today. I'll drop that before I get out of here. Today to go to the doctor's appointment or whatnot. But yeah, like obviously there's a big part of this and people are going to be upset at me because I got super hyped up about it or whatever, right? We talk about it in that video and I think it's like, again, a really, really good video. Fernie's crushing with the edits. It's really, really funny. But here's the deal, man. I got to kind of fly through my points here, and I do apologize because this stream has been incredibly disrupted, and it's not going to flow naturally. It's not the usual vibe. It's not really what I wanted to have. But having said that, I still do want to put it out there and put my thoughts out there, okay? So for me, when it comes to Book of Boba Fett, man, the bottom line here is that it's just so middle of the road, okay? As it currently stands, and I had shown the poll that was on our Twitter earlier, it's pretty split. As far as who is satisfied with the show, very, very split. It's also, at least at the time of recording prior, it's the lowest rated Rotten Tomato episode out of all of them. Now, that might change, and it was only 17 reports at the time, okay? So it could be very different at this point. But it's still probably going to remain pretty low. Like right out the gate, that aggregate score it's very influenced by what happens right out the gate with the first initial scores. Now, again, some of you guys get all triggered when I bring up, Rotten Tomatoes, and you're like, but here's the deal. Rotten Tomatoes is just a data point. The same people that are scoring all of these other episodes are scoring this one. And it's just a data point to show you that, like, look, episode 3 is pretty low, but the finale is even lower. And if you look at the scores of all of the shows, and I did at one time have this pulled up. Let's see if I can even. Do we still have it pulled up? Doesn't look to be. Oh, we do. Cool. Okay, let me put this up over here. And I almost like am scared to switch scenes on the stream because I don't know what the hell's going on, but like Streamlabs is crashing pretty much anytime we do anything fun over here. It's pretty weird. Yeah, like this. Like, why isn't this showing here? Okay, there we go. So we had this Twitter poll up, you know what I mean, for sure. And it is what it is. Look, over here on the direct, they have the aggregate scores out of all of the episodes thus far. You have an 82, you have a 90, you have a 59% for chapter 3, you have 86%, 100% for chapter 5, 89% for chapter 6, and then 47% for the finale. Okay, again, it's just a data point, you know what I mean? It's not the be all end all, but it is pretty interesting nonetheless to consider the fact that the same critics that were, you know, watching the entire show did not like the finale. Now, here's the other thing I want to say. I feel like if I were John, Dave, and Robert, right, and I was sitting back watching the reaction to this season, and the finale in particular come out online, I'd probably get this sort of feeling of like, these ungrateful mother truckers. Like, what more do we have to do? You know what I mean? Like, what else do you want? Because it is absolutely fair to point out that let's just talk specifically about the finale, but this also applies to the show overall. There were a lot of dope things going on in this episode. A lot of really fun stuff, like the Mando Boba stuff. Incredible, dude. It's really, really fun. Boba coming out the one side of the thing, Mando coming out the other side with the freaking, the jetpacks. Beep, 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 bam, bam, bam. You know, awesome. Freaking sweet. The Rancor, I thought the Rancor was awesome, dude. The design, him on it, such cool shots. There's the really one in particular that's really awesome, where the Rancor holds up the thing, and then Boba blasts him, and the Rancor like throws him, and you hear the Wilhelm scream behind him. I was like, this is fucking epic. This is awesome. So there's a lot of fun stuff. I think even Cad Bane is really, really cool in this episode. And then if you sort of, you know, take a step back and you look at the show overall, man, it is absolutely an incredible achievement what they were able to accomplish in episode 6. Episode 5 is out of control good. Some of the best live action Star Wars I've ever seen. And so sort of like in the middle of this mediocre Boba Fett show, there were incredible achievements done by that team and by those dudes. And the finale is pretty lit as well. So like if I was John and Dave, right, sitting back, I might be a little bit upset about the reaction to this show. And maybe some of you are upset. And you're like, I don't understand it. Josh, you just were mad because there's no cameos. You were just mad because Luke Skywalker didn't show up and cut everybody's head off and use the Force to do fucking whatever. Man, you know? And I think there's probably a large portion of fans out there that are completely satisfied with this show. And again, as the poll kind of suggests here, it's split. 50% of the people love and were satisfied with the Book of Boba Fett. Okay? To me, and again, I really go over this in the video, and thank God we have such a good video coming out today, because this stream has been really, chopped up and all over the place. This show ultimately disappoints me because it didn't achieve the level of dopeness that either one of the seasons of Mandalorian achieved. And because of the current state of Star Wars, this show ultimately delivering what it did leaves us with more questions, more concerns, more eyebrow raises than we had otherwise. Let me go to my next page of notes. As many awesome, fun... Hey, Low Lives! Hey! Low Lives, I've been looking for you, man. Low Lives, you gotta hit me up. Hit me up on Discord. Low Lives, you got to hit me up, bruh. Do you know why? Because you won the $200 gift card and you still haven't claimed it. Hit me up, son. Hit me up on Twitter. Hit me up on Discord, whatever. Okay? So, as I just said, a bunch of awesome stuff. The Rancor stuff, the Luke stuff, the Ahsoka stuff. So many fan servicey, awesome-y things. The problem is there are an equal number of weird and ironic, confusing things that happen in the show. I mean, even in the finale, like, there's weird stuff that goes on. Like, why does Grogu have his reunitement, or, you know, being reunited with Mando in the middle of a weird chase scene, and there's really no time to have that emotional weight in that spot? Why does Fennec spend all episode traveling to Mos Eisley only to assassinate all the leadership, which should have happened a long time ago if they wanted to avoid a conflict like this? And then she's immediately back at the end just in time to ask Chrysanthemum if he's going to share his fruit. You know what I mean? Like, for real, what the fuck, dude? Why does Boba agree not to fight from his palace because he wants to protect the city, then leave the city only to get a Rancor that destroys the fucking city? And also, as people pointed out yesterday in the Nerd Ventures Only stream, and I thought this was actually crazy because I didn't even think of this, but it's so true. Why doesn't he just go get Slave One? Why doesn't he just go get Slave One to blow up the droids? He really thought a fucking Rancor was the move? You know what I mean? It's like not that great, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what to say. A lot of this stuff doesn't destroy it for me. It doesn't like completely take me out of it. It didn't even really necessarily bother me as I was watching it. But when you like kind of take a step back and think about it, there are a lot of questions when it comes to this show. You know what I mean? A lot of questions. And I think that the unfortunate part is, this is the reality, guys. This is the reality. It's kind of tough for me. It's like, I don't know, how to necessarily express my feelings about this, but they have a hit show in The Mandalorian. It's a hit, dude. Total hit. They set up the second season of this hit show in such an interesting and epic way, with Grogu leaving to go be with Luke Skywalker. And then that team, John, Dave, Robert, Kathy, all of them decide to tell a spin-off story with Boba Fett, and yet put into this spin-off show with Boba Fett incredibly important beats to the hit show that they already had. So the question is, and this is the first question that I sort of have here, is why isn't this show as good as The Mandalorian season 1 and season 2? Like, can we start with that place, I guess? Like, if people love Book of Boba Fett, that's totally cool. I'm not trying to like poop in your cereal, but my question is, can we agree that Mando season 1 and season 2 are much better shows than the Book of Boba Fett? Can we agree on that? Like, if you agreed, just put agree in the chat. Like, Mando season 1 and 2, are they better than Book of Boba Fett? Just throw it into the chat. Yeah. Like, unanimous, right? Unanimous. 2 questions then.
Don't do that.
I guess the first question is Mando maybe not as good as we remember? Do we have rose-colored glasses on when it comes to Mando? Is the disparity between Book of Boba Fett and Mando not as big as we think, and we just love good Star Wars that doesn't disrupt our shit, and we're like, cool, love it? That was like sort of the first thing I thought about. I was like, okay, maybe that's what's going on. Maybe I look at Mando with my Star Wars tinted loving glasses, and maybe Book of Boba Fett isn't as bad as I'm thinking, and maybe I just am uneven in the way I look at Star Wars, right? But you know what, guys? Like, I really don't think that's what's going on. That's not it. So the question then becomes, why is the Book of Boba Fett, which is for the most part made by that entire same team, why isn't it as good? And this is the first question that I want to ask with the chat right now. Let's go to Poll Town. It's Poll Town, USA. It's Poll Town. Welcome to Poll Town. Here's what I want to know. Does Book of Boba feel like a rushed show? Does it feel like it was rushed? You let me know. You let me know. Because do you guys see where I'm going with this? Okay. Yeah. Because the question is, again, why isn't this show, which is made by all of the same team, you know, Robert was there in Mando Season 2. Everything had cohesion. It worked. It's all the same team. It's the continuation of their hit show. Why is it not as good? And again, it feels like it's probably because it was rushed. Now, there's actually a couple of different reasons why it could be rushed, or why it feels like it's rushed, really is what's more important here. So, is it just a scaling issue? Let's talk about the more likely scenario, the less conspiratorial version of this. Is it possible that the show feels rushed and is of a lesser quality than Mando, not because the show they just kind of made it hastily, but because they were expanding out the Filoni-verse? They sort of took their first step out of expansion and just stumbled a little bit, meaning Dave's working on Ahsoka. John's trying to figure out what the hell's going on with Rangers of the New Republic. They're working on a lot of other things. It's a scaling issue. Do you think it's possible that the show feels rushed because they had a lot of other stuff going on? Do you know what I mean? What do you think? Do you think that's what's going on? Or not? What do you think? Because I think, and we're obviously going to talk about the Pedro rumor. Some of you are going to be like, no! Don't talk about the Pedro rumor! Ah! Pedro didn't do anything. Well, we're going to talk about it. But I would say to you, strangely enough, if these are the two options, I'd actually hope as a fan that it's the Pedro option. Because if it really and truly is just them stepping out a little bit, branching out, and having a problem of scale and fumbling the show, or at least making it of lesser quality only because they're too strapped or stretched for time, that doesn't give me any fucking confidence as a fan. It's like, okay, well then maybe don't do all this shit and just do The Mandalorian. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if that's really what it is, it's like, okay, but we're gonna have to view all the rest of this stuff through the lens of, I don't know. Like, holy shit, is it just a problem of them doing too much? Which is, by the way, fucking crazy because Star Wars isn't even making movies right now. They're not even making movies right now. They're on a hiatus of making movies. We had one show last year. Boba doesn't count. One episode in 2021. It doesn't count. If they can't even do multiple Filoni-verse shows and have them be of that quality, it's maybe don't. But also, what the fuck? Marvel seems to print shows. They're just, have you ever seen that meme of J-Pow where he's like, the money printer go burr? And he's just like, and that's like Marvel. Like, they just, and it's not all of like super high quality, but there's enough of it that stands at a high bar that we let the other stuff go. Right? Hawkeye show's okay. That's fine. It's a Hawkeye show. Doesn't matter. Boba Fett, I don't think you can make the same. I don't think you can have a show that's a Boba Fett show that's the live action Star Wars content sort of carrying, the fandom on its back and have it be of the quality of Hawkeye. I just don't think that works. That's not good. So in the first option, oh man, it's just scale. There's no problems with Pedro. That's actually the worst option. You know what the better option is? That Pedro fucked this whole thing up. And I don't know that to be the case. Obviously, it's a rumor. It's a, got into some Wookiee there. It's a rumor. And let's retread the rumor. Okay? The rumor is there was massive beef with Pedro and Jon Favreau and other folks on the set of The Mandalorian Season 2. The rumor is Pedro walked off the set and was gone for the recording of multiple episodes. Therefore, instead of doing Mandalorian Season 3, Pedro said, or rather John said, I'm going to do a Book of Boba Fett show. I'm going to sort of just pull together some beats to make some Boba story happen. I'm going to put in interesting beats with The Mandalorian on a show that's not called The Mandalorian, so I'm not contractually obligated to work with Pedro on set. I can work with these other people and have him do ADR. And that the Book of Boba Fett was hastily put together as a Season 2.5 between Mandalorian Season 2 and Mandalorian Season 3, and it is because of the drama with Pedro. That's the rumor. Okay. Now, the rumor is whack. I mean, look, it is a rumor. Now, look, I will tell you this. I feel very confident that something of that nature happened. I do believe there was drama. What I was told was it was drama. It was normal set drama. It was fine. Everybody's friends again. But let's just look at the fucking evidence, okay? You tell me if you honestly believe that everything's cool over there. Pedro signed, again, frame it this way. Their hit show, dude. The hit show, The Mandalorian. It's their hit show. It's the hit show. And he signs up to go film The Last of Us 2 and star in The Last of Us 2? Do you know yesterday they had an earnings call for Disney? They talk about Andor coming out in 2022. They talk about Kenobi coming out in May. And yes, it is dope. And we will talk about that. No mention of The Mandalorian Season 3 in the earnings call yesterday. Like, I'm not saying the rumor's real. I can't prove that it is. I don't know that that's what's going on. But I think if you look around at what is happening, you can't just dismiss it. You can't just say it's impossible. In my opinion, of course. You know? Let's go to Poll Town. Let's go to Poll Town. Let's go to Poll Town, USA and see what you guys think. Here we go. You let me know.
Don't do that.
December 28th, Mando Season 3. When you're wrong, you're wrong. Did they just announce that or some shit? Is Disney watching the stream and they're like, dude, drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it. Don't do it, Disney.
Don't do that.
I don't see that anywhere. Definitely don't see it anywhere. Dude, trust me, bro told me. Oh, okay, yeah. I don't know if I can trust him anymore. That's a sheave take. Oh, okay, right on. 62% of you guys say it's real. Okay? I mean, I'm just saying. Like, look, we don't know. We don't know. But I think in some ways it's actually the better option, bro. That would be better for us as fans if that was the case, okay? I also think, and I got to stop and then we got to shift into Q&A. I guess I just got a couple of more things I want to say and do my takes. Again, this stream is really disjointed. I'm actually recommending that you don't send any more super chats in. Like, please don't, because I have to go to the ones that we did in the other stream, and I got to go through these ones, and then I've got a doctor's appointment to make sure that little baby nerd Venger is good. So we got some stuff to do. So we're gonna fly out of here, and I do apologize. I didn't want the stream to be like this, but that video is gonna be really, really cool. You got to check that out. Okay. Here's the deal, man. My ultimate takeaway is this doesn't make me any less excited for what is going on in the Filoniverse or what is going on with Star Wars. I'm very excited about all of the things coming. I think a lot of the things that happened in Book of Boba Fett were epic, but they just weren't it's not a show, dude. It's not a show. You understand? Here's what I want to say. And it's like 60-40 right now between whack and real. I get it, but we got to do another poll. It's Poll Town USA. We got to go to another poll. Here's what I want to know. Here's what I want to know. Should Book of Boba just been Mando 3? Like, the question is, should they have just made Mando 3? And I want to know what you think. Let me know. Vote your conscience. So, last thing I'll say again is that, yes, a lot of scoopers are holding big L's on this show. And the finale, in a very similar way to WandaVision, did not deliver a lot of the rumors that were going on. And I think it's fair to say that there were some people that got a little bit too hyped about it, okay? And that we're getting people pretty excited about the possibilities. As I thought about this more and more, it's like, do I blame the scoopers? I mean, yeah, a little bit. They're a little bit culpable. Do I blame dude, trust me, bro? Yeah, absolutely. Fuck that guy. Do I blame myself? Totally. Not a lot, you know. You know, not really my fault. But yeah, a little bit. It's on me. Do I blame the show for having episodes 5 and 6 happen right before that kind of a finale? Yes. Yes, I do. Like, I ultimately think that those two episodes set us up to expect some pretty crazy stuff. And I also think that, that X-wing showing up like that. I mean, I didn't get the feeling of a Ralph Boner. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's a little bit weird. You know what I mean? So overall for me, man, it's like, again, I'm not bummed about the future. And then yesterday, they literally dropped the poster and release date for Kenobi. So, you know, Star Wars, I really wonder, did they know that this season, especially the finale, was going to land the way that it did? Because they were pretty quick on that Kenobi shit, man. You know what I mean? Like, that Kenobi, like, you look out online right now, and it's a lot of discussion about Kenobi, as there should be, because fuck yeah, dude, Kenobi, let's go. But it's a little sus that they were like, yo, here's Book of Boba Fett. Oh, worst rated fucking episode yet. Rotten Tomatoes, critics hate it. So divided. Drop the Kenobi. Release the Kenobi. Yeah, it's a little weird, dude. You know what I mean? It's a little weird. But, yo, what's up, Bernie? Probably preparing us for a Super Bowl ad? Yeah, totally. Look, I mean, you know, I should have had the tinfoil hat out for this one, okay? I can fully admit it's a little conspiratorial, okay? And I can fully admit it's not everybody's favorite topic of discussion, okay? I get it, guys. I freaking get it. But I gotta just be honest, man, like, definitely should have just made Mando 3, and I don't know why they didn't just make Mando 3. And if they really wanted to make a Boba Fett spin-off show, I just feel like it's such a weird choice to do the Boba Fett spin-off show that way. It's not like I'm totally against it. Like, Boba's always been, like, kind of a good guy. He's always had that heart, but he's really known for being a savage, and it's just really interesting, the choices that were made in this show. I can't help but think that it's just not as well thought out as Mando. And then it was, for whatever reason, hastily put together. So, you know, you make up your own mind upon or about why you think it was hastily put together. Or maybe you don't think that's what's going on and you just think it was, well, maybe you think it was the best thing ever. I don't know. But for me, man, I'm just like, dang, bros, like, really wanted that to be a little bit more epic and for it to be a little bit more even. You know? For sure. So anyways, guys, I'm gonna get into Q&A. I pretty much have a hard out at noon today, again, because I gotta get out of here for an appointment or whatnot. So I'll go over some of the super chats. There were super chats that happened on the earlier stream when we got booted, when we got kicked out of having a good time. So we'll go over those. I just honestly recommend don't put in any more super chats today, just because I do have to kind of get out of here in a quick yeah, I just gotta get out of here, bro. You know what I mean? Shit.
Don't do that.
Okay, let's see if I can get to these. Okay, give Gennady a chance at live action Star Wars? What are you talking about, bro? I don't know. I don't even know what you are talking about, bro. Oh, Tarkovsky? Is that what you're talking about? Tarkovsky? Yeah, I mean, Tarkovsky's awesome, of course. Jared N with a $2 message. No message. But thank you for that super chat. I appreciate it. Star Wars Obsession with a $5 hello says, the mouse shut me down yesterday during my stream. This episode had a lot of Mandoverse setup, but gave Boba the chance to join Din and go to Mandalore. It's true, but he's not going to do that. He's just going to kick it on Tatooine, which is fine. Yeah, I don't know, man. I definitely don't hate it. It's not like I hate it or whatever. I just think, like, man, Like, why didn't they save some of the Luke stuff for the last episode? And why doesn't he go back to Tatooine? Like, he's just like, nah, screw that place. I'm never going back home, you know? It's kind of weird, right? Nick D with a $5 holla says, before everybody gets mad, I just want to say something positive. So Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass. Booster Course Pass. What? I don't know what you're talking about. Was that on the Nintendo Direct yesterday or something like that? I like Mario Kart. Is that what we're talking about? Mario Kart? I like Mario Kart. I am personally super excited for the new set of Magic the Gathering. I'm super excited for it, man. Kamigawa, Neon Dynasty, freaking samurai, feudal Japan with like cyberpunk shit. Oh, it's so dope. We can play on Arena today a little bit, and then I'm going to a couple tournaments this weekend. Oh, baby, I'm excited. Kryptonian with a $10 holla says, Robert Rodriguez has a good movie resume, but his outcome on Star Wars series doesn't add up. Something first seemed right. Could there be internal conflict within Disney movie management? Yeah, it's totally possible. I also think, man, I'm just going to say this, and I really do hate to say this because I absolutely love Jon Favreau, his work, and what he's able to do with the Mandoverse. But I just got to be real, man. Everybody seems to be coming down on Rodriguez about this. John wrote this entire show, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to... I just think it's a little unfair that people are, like, coming at Rodriguez's throat. And John wrote this whole show, bro. He wrote the whole thing. So he deserves at least some of, like, the choices, right? Like, that script. Level 9 with a $5 holla says, the show was more true to Lucas Star Wars than the sequels were. So I'm happy about it. Boba needed more screen time, though. Hey, that's a fair take. For me, it's like, I understand what you're saying, and like maybe if that's a really important metric for you, that's cool. But to me, like, I want it to function well as a narrative. And yes, it's important that it feels like George Lucas Star Wars, but it's also important that it's functionally good as a narrative, that it's not like ridiculous, that it pays off the things it sets up, that it feels paced well. You know, these are important things to me. Ezra says with a $5 holla says, how about that new Jurassic World Dominion trailer? Love the content, Josh, and please continue to be our hero. Well, thank you, Ezra. Yeah, that trailer's dope. I want to watch it, but I don't want to get copy struck. And we're on the clock today, so we're probably not going to be able to do that. But thank you for the support, man. I really appreciate it. Jake says with a $5 holla, do you think they will release a director's cut type finale with cameos? No. I feel like John and Dave wouldn't be okay with making low-quality Star Wars. No, they're probably not okay with it. But maybe they don't. Maybe they just thought it was pretty dope. Like, again, I said this at the beginning of, I don't know, we've had 3 streams, so I don't know if I said this in this one or not. But if I were John and Dave, I could absolutely see myself sitting back and scorning all of the people that didn't like this show because they're ungrateful buttholes. Because really and truly, it's incredible what they accomplished with this show. And the finale's good. It's not even like it's trash. I think it's like totally serviceable. The issues are the show itself is really wildly uneven. And after the last 2 episodes, this finale feels like a step back. So John and Dave may actually think this is totally fine. And we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. And maybe if things are absolute like craziness, then maybe this is legitimately the best that they could have done, and maybe we should be grateful for what we got. But I just have to point out that it's just not on the level. You know what I mean? So, Jake, again, thank you for that, man. Star Wars Obsession says, the mouse shut me down yesterday during my stream. It had a lot of Mandoverse stuff in it, though. Yeah, I went over this already, but I appreciate you, man. Yeah. Jasmine says, I'm confused. The Tuskens that Boba were with when Mando ran into them with Grogu, are those the same ones that got massacred or another tribe? Yeah, that's a good question. Dude, I don't know. And then also, what is up with the Tusken in this show anyway? Like, what's up with the Lady Tusken? What's up with the fact that the Tuskens are basically just used as a device to fridge and set Boba on a weird path? I mean, that feels weird, dude. Like, the reason we don't like I don't know, your mileage may vary on this, But the reason a lot of people don't love some of these old tropes, like fridging the wife, is because it reduces... It's just very reductive, and it doesn't actually elevate the character at all. Like, you might say, oh, bro, this character does such a good job of, like, elevating natives and, like, you know, using native... Does it really, though? You know, does it really, though? I don't know. Patrick says with a $20 holla, super generous, says, am I the only one that part of the reason I liked Mando better is because the entire thing doesn't take place on this garbage desert planet? I actually agree with you. I liked that we got to see other places, and we're going there again for Obi-Wan too. Yeah, it's a little weird, right? Why does everybody want to go back to Tatooine or Jakku or any of these planets? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, that's a great point, man. Mando has more scope, and it's so funny because the only episodes that are off Tatooine are Mando episodes in Book of Boba Fett. It's just really strange. I don't fully understand it, and it is strange. You know, that's the point. That's the point of this stream. That's the point of the discussion, is that we just want to talk about, like, it's strange. What do you think? What do I think? What is everybody saying in the super chats? You know, that's what it's about. MJ Seahawk says, Ahsoka, Mandy, and the future are more important. I am burned out on Tatooine. Look, I certainly agree with you. They are more important. But why do we get Book of Boba Fett then? You know, like, what's the deal? What's the deal with the Book of Boba? Pedro walked off set, Jerry. You know? Star Wars Obsession with a $10 holla says, Lucasfilm has a lot of resources. Seems to me like this show was all fan service. They tried to bring lots of assets for the war for Mandalore. I am okay with the setup for Boba to join Din and Bo. That's fair. If you think of it as just a setup show for what's to come, you know, it's probably, yeah, you know, you could... Look, it's fine. It's fine. It's not the end of the world, but it is a little bit like, wow, what is happening? You know what I mean? Appreciate you, though. Cosmic Reader says, I kind of get why Kenobi might not stick on Tatooine for every episode. For sure, man. Just having Boba stuck there for the first 4 felt kind of boring. Dude, yeah, it felt totally boring to me. You know, totally boring. What, I mean, are you all going to revisit Book of Boba Fett? Like, is everybody going to rewatch Book of Boba Fett? Or is it like we're going to rewatch 5 and 6? You know what I mean? Oh, Big Stevie says, don't tell me what to do. Take my money. Okay, yeah. Appreciate you, bro. Fifi says with a $10 holla. Okay, I know I threw a tantrum about the Book of Boba Fett finale. After I rewatched it, I noticed Bane's heart was still beating, so he's not dead. Thus, episode was actually pretty good. Yeah, totally. I think that he's going to be saved by his droid or whatever, and he'll be fine. Yeah, I think we're going to get more Cad Bane. And I did like him in this episode. He was cool, man. Jordan says with a $10 holla, very generous, says, I think that last Boba line sets up the possibility to do a second season or storyline where Boba and Fennec leave Tatooine to go hunt down gangs. I blame John for the issues of the show. Yeah, I kind of do as well. Do we want... Pole Town. Pole Town. It's time to go to Pole Town. Here we go. Do you want Boba Season 2? I just had this, like, feeling. And it was maybe the first time I actually had this feeling thinking about the show. And it's like, it's not a good feeling, dude. But I had, like, this feeling inside literally scream no. And I actually, oh man, like, I don't want more of this Boba, I don't think. And that is weird, dude. That's weird, dude. And that's just like some real ass shit. Like, I literally had a feeling just now internally that was basically screaming, no more. And I don't want more of this Boba. Damn, son. Damn. 61% of you say yes, though. So, you know, maybe I'm an outlier here. Because it looks like the majority of you guys are like, yeah, let's do it. Boba 2, Boba 2, Boba 2. All right. The Casual Moose, incredible name with a $10 holo, very generous, says, I wish they introduced the Pikes and Bane earlier. Would have been more compelling to have Boba struggle with his dark past, and Cad could have represented that as a main antagonist. Dude, that's it. That is such a brilliant take, Casual Moose. Good on you. Bob's your uncle. Good on you, bro. Absolutely, dude. Cad represents that past. Using him more in the first part of the show would have been brilliant. Would have been brilliant. Brian Turrell says, Cad death was poetic. It was Boba killing his past. That's true. That's true. I can't argue with that. Fifi says, I think if they had called it Mandalorian Season 3, fans would have accepted the series better. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that, actually. I think that's a fair take. Okay. Let's see here. Kendall says, this show's downfall was episode 5 and 6. They could have included Din without doing all that Mando stuff. Dude, I 100% agree, dude. Like, again, I talk about this in the video, and the video is very good. Very well edited. It makes much more succinct points than what I'm doing right now. So I really recommend you go check that out. I'm going to upload it right after I get out of here. But yeah, bro, like that's the whole thing is like when I really thought about the finale, I thought really hard about it. The ultimate thing that hurts the finale is episodes 5 and 6. And you think about it, it's like, dude, it feels so wildly different than the rest of the show. Like, cut it out, and then you actually have a cohesive 5-ish or episode arc. You know what I mean? It's just weird. It's a very weird show. Mick Nizzle with a $5 holo says, the biggest letdown was the post-credit scene. Cobb Vanth is probably the 82nd most interesting character in Star Wars. So, yeah, that's fair. But I actually like his character, and I really like Oliphant in the role. And Robo-Cobb, I'm all in on Robo-Cobb. I'd actually rather see a Robo-Cobb Vanth spinoff show than season 2 of Beta Fett. 100%, dude. Like, let's go. Robo-Cobb. Fifi says with a $10 holo, Boba Season 2, Episode 1, Boba realizes he didn't like being Daimo and actually misses the bounty hunter, so he gets hired to kill Luke. LOL. I mean, sure. But doesn't that feel like, what? That would feel so weird to me, because it'd be like, what the fuck were they doing with this first season then? You know what I mean? Like, if that's really how they did it, I just think that would be really, really weird, okay? Okay. I'm hanging for like 10 more minutes, guys, and I apologize. But I got to get out of here. I got to go upload that vid, and then I got to go to the doctor. So we got to get on out of here. I'm going to hang and chat for like 10 minutes. Let's see what do you guys got to say. What are you guys even talking about? What are y'all even talking about? Is everybody like, Josh is wrong? Here, wait, let's do another poll. Or how about this? Just put a 1 into the chat if you think I'm being toxic. Am I being toxic? Am I being a toxic fanboy about this? Put a 1 into the chat. Zoe the Goat. After the way she did the mayor, I will make Fennec Shand. I will take more Fennec Shand, please. After the way she did the mayor. I know, right? Cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. You're always toxic, says Trev. All right, chat. I want you to find out everybody that put a 1 into the chat. I want them banned. And maybe, if you can, round them up. Put them in the basement. Let them think about it. Let them kill some rats to earn their way out. What do you think? Toxicity of our city, No! Right on the Rancor, right on the Cadbane, No! Somewhere between the Mando season 2 and 3. Yeah. Yeah. Delete your account. Okay, will do. Will do.
Don't do that.
Alec Vic said you were toxic. I don't know who that is, but fuck Alec. Members, chats, they disappeared on me today, man. I'm sorry. We're gonna do better tomorrow, okay? This was not the bestest of streams. You know? Blake Preston says, do you think the announcement of Obi-Wan show, the day of the finale, was Disney's way to avoid all of the bad feedback from the finale? Timing felt odd. Yeah, Blake, I do. Yeah, Blake, I do. Alec Baldwin, too soon. Yeah. So, look, I don't know for sure, but it does kind of seem sus, right? Where they're like it's literally like kind of like Obi-Wan pulling a Jedi mind trick on us. You're not upset about the finale of Boba. You're only just excited for the Kenobi series. And then all the Star Wars fans are like, I am not upset about the finale of Boba. I am just excited about Kenobi show. You know? Yes, Zoe, you are invited to the Diamond Lounge. Hit somebody up. And I want to do a Diamond Lounge stream soon. Man, fuck. After this week, we're going to need one, you know? JJ Lemon with a $5 holler says, should have just done a 3-part Boba series and a 2-part Mando series. Boba could have led into the Mando stuff, but been separate. I agree. Polyhedra Paradise. Yo, what's up, bro? You excited for the new Magic set, Jason? Hey, Jason, you excited for that new Magic set, bro? If I had more time today, I'd be streaming it. I'd be streaming Magic with everybody. I'd be like, hey, welcome, everybody. Let's talk about Book of Boba Fett. Really shut up, and I'm going to do this draft real quick. Yeah. Patrick, another very generous $20 holler, says, Boba Season 2 sees the Pikes murk all the Power Rangers with the assassin trained with Fennec. Boba and Fennec have to track them to Coruscant, unravel the plot to make more of anyone is out to get you Sopranos-like story. Psh, maybe, bro. I mean, look, that shit sounds dope, man, but why don't we get more of it in Season 1? Why do we have to reach to the depths of our imagination to make justifications and fucking... you know? Like, I feel you, Patrick. I hear you. And I definitely appreciate the support. But holy shit, you know? X-Wing. Did Bobby Rod... I love that. I've never heard him called Bobby Rod, but he's Bobby Rod forever now. Did Bobby Rod direct Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? No, but... that should suck too. Woo! Thanks for the alley-oop, X-Wing. X-Wing's like, here you go, bro. And I was just like, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., fuck you. Behind the back, I'm like hanging on the rim like, fuck you, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Thanks, bud. Dag. I wanted to see Bane get captured by Boba. Den Mando bring to Luke, and they open it. And the Obi-Wan message from Revenge of the Sith plays. Ooh. That's kind of fun. It's kind of cool. That's kind of fun. Oh, you know I am. Yo, Jason, for real though, I know I say this to like everybody, and I'm the worst, but I've been meaning to hit you up, son. I have. I wanted to talk to you about fucking D&D and helping me out with the Nerdverse and shit, man. You know, I'm busy over here. Does anybody know how fucking busy I am? Jensen Baker with a $5 holler says, did you see the Vanity Fair article on Rings of Power? It came out today. New pics, details, including compressed timeline. Yeah, dude, I was hyped. And we're doing a Super Bowl stream, dude. Because, like, I thought about it, you know, and I was like, man, I have, it's been a rough week. A lot of streaming. My mental health is seriously teetering. Let's stream for 5 more hours when I'm supposed to have a day off. Is kind of what I was thinking. That'll help out. So this Sunday, if you're not doing anything or you just want to stop in for a little bit, pop in, man. Be streaming here live from the tower, looking at all the trailers, dancing through the copyright fucking raindrops. I can't believe the WWE and shit. Yeah, we're going to do it. And we're going to do it live like Papa Bear O'Reilly. Where can I watch the Super Bowl? I mean, we're not going to have a thing that will replace actually watching it, but you can just pull up our stream, and I'll give you commentary of what's going on in the sports ball game, and we'll watch the trailers together. Michael Petrino says, I feel like Book of Boba Fett could have been a movie like Solo, have the Tusken backstory, and then have the current timeline. Mando shows up in the end, leads to season 3. I think that's absolutely fair, man. That is absolutely fair. Dag follows up and says, is it reasonable of me to feel that Cobb post-credit scene was Lucasfilm spitting in my face? Cobb alive reveal should have been saved for Mando season 3. I mean, I don't know, bro. Look, that's a weird thing to get that upset about, Dag, but you do you, baby. You do you. It's all good. You know, if that's the way you feel that way. I don't feel like I'm getting spit in the face. I feel like I'm being a little bit misled. That's all. I just feel like they're a little bit like, pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Pay no attention to all this other stuff. And just, here's Book of Boba Fett while we figure out what the fuck's going on. That's what it feels like. I don't know if that's what it is, but that's what it feels like. And then they were like, oh, by the way, you're not upset about the Book of Boba. Pay no attention to the plot holes and confusing pacing of Book of Boba. You're excited for Kenobi. You will only tweet about Kenobi. Kenobi. And it's kind of true, right? You know what I mean? Shit, man. Can we get Invincible Season 2 yet? I caught an article about Batman that the Riddler was a classmate of Bruce Wayne's. Part of its motivation was getting revenge for him. Yeah, I've heard that too. I have heard that, yeah. But it was for the Batman, and I was like, you know? Like, they said, apparently they put this new The Batman movie in IMAX format. And I'm like, why would they do that? Like, dude, that's like putting Baby Shark up on an IMAX screen, dude. The movie's just designed to put people to sleep. Like, you know? The coolest thing that the Batman has shown us thus far is that GIF where his suit becomes a jacket. Think about that shit. The coolest thing we've seen for the Batman is that thing where his Batman suit becomes a jacket. Whew. Should be fun next month. The Batman. I can't wait. Can't wait. We'll give some non-biased commentary. That is such a cap take. No way. I know. Everybody loves the Batman. I'm memeing. Don't get too butthurt about it. I'm just memeing. Type O negative says the $5 holla. The reunion of Din and Grogu should have been an entire episode and involve Luke, not just thrown into a scene in the Book of Boba Fett. Bro, I could not agree more. It was such an odd place to put such an emotionally impactful scene. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm not butthurt, homie. They just caught me off guard. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Okay, guys, we're going to get out of here. Like I said, I'm about to upload the video, the breakdown. It is a really good video. Here, again, I'll tease out. Okay, if we have high expectations for this episode, y'all mind if I got a little super hype? Love to see Luke Skywalker with the green lightsaber running around Mos Espa. So it's very possible that Ben and Amelia Clark as Kira will that boss shows up alongside Cat Bane. Oh man, this should be fun. No! So go check that video out. It's really funny. It'll be a good time for you. And then we'll be back at it tomorrow for another stream as well. And then we're Super Bowl streaming, man. Super Bowl streaming. There's a lot of fun Marvel stuff coming up, too. The next watch party will be for Moon Knight, and I'm super excited for that. A lot of fun things going on for the channel, for the stream. So I really appreciate you guys. Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Much love to you all. I'm going to get on out of here. Check out that video, and I will see you all very, very soon. As I always say, I hope you're having an awesome and a nerdy day, and I'll see you in the next video.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Hey guys, just a real quick post-credit scene, just for austerity's sake, because we like to do this stuff. I gotta go, but you guys are the best. I really appreciate all the love. It's been a really, really fun week. You know, I knew the stream would be a little bit weird because half of you guys probably love the episode and were really, you know, upset. But I think we had fun with it. So that's the whole point, and we'll make a lot of content moving forward, and I'm still really excited about the future of Star Wars. Much love to you all. About to go do the dad thing for a little bit. All right, guys. I'll see you soon. Ta-ta for now.